Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods. And let's see if I can wake up because it seems like I just went to bed, but I've actually been up for about 2 hours now. Woke up early, could not go back to sleep, and been actually doing some work because the work never ends. It never ever ends, and there's not enough hours in the day. So I guess I'll have to start grabbing some from early in the morning or so. In fact, late last night, about 12 o'clock, 12:30. I had heard that Zeke Elliott was on an airplane. He was leaving Cabo. Now, you can't read into a whole lot of this because we haven't heard anything from Zeke. All we can say is there's Zeke on an airplane from Mexico headed back to Dallas. Now, we know he lives in Dallas, so could be he's just like, you know what? I need to go home and get a change of clothes because I'm not washing anything. And he could be hopping on a jet going somewhere else. Or it could be that the Dallas Cowboys, which Stephen Jones said about 2 weeks ago, we don't expect to get any of these contracts done until we get back to the Star after Oxnard. Well, tonight we play against the Rams, and then we're headed back to Oxnard. So maybe next week we'll finally get this thing done. Also, too, here's another little tad bit for you. I hear that the Cowboys have been working on Jalen Smith's deal, and it's basically now just a matter of dotting the I's and crossing the T's and being able to get that deal done, which would be kind of surprising knowing we need to get Amari, Dak, and Zeke done as well. But if they can lock him up now, if he ends up being that guy that says, you know what, I really will take a team-friendly deal, and they can get him out of the way, well, go ahead and get him out of the way. The more the merrier. Now, it's funny because so many of the talking heads out there have made it out to be a bad thing that the Dallas Cowboys have to pay these guys. So wait a minute. Let me see if I got this straight. It's a bad thing that they found and developed players in the top of their positions. And it's a bad thing that they've got to hold on to them? Is that really a problem that you really just cannot sleep with? I mean, you're just up at all hours of the night because you got great players that you believe in, that you found, that you developed, and you have to pay them? You know, I guarantee you there's 31 other teams out there that wish they had those kinds of problems. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you've been able to draft well and get a lot of talent. Yeah, that's just awful. You know what, Jerry? It's time to quit. Just time to quit. Just give it up. We are fortunate that we have arguably the best running back in football. We are blessed that we ended up getting an Amari Cooper that saved our season. We are blessed with getting a guy who doesn't piss down his leg when the game's on the line, okay? That stays healthy and upright on the field, which is something in Philadelphia they seem to have a problem with. And I'm not just talking about Carson Wentz. Seems like everybody who ends up hitting the field in Philadelphia is getting knocked around. And they talk about how great their offensive line is. Anybody else see a little chink in the armor there with the Eagles? I don't know. So that's where we are with that. Hopefully we get Zeke done, get him in the fold. We know he's in physically good shape, but he's not in football shape. And the only way you get into that is actually getting out there on the field with pads and bumping people around. And I'm hoping that next week we see him there. Also, too, we talked about Josh Gordon last night. Josh Gordon was reinstated by the NFL conditionally that he's got some parameters that he has to meet to be able to get on the field. He can't play in this next upcoming preseason game, but is eligible after that to play. Now, that's a major boost. And we think about Josh Gordon and the many times that he has been suspended and banned for life. That should mean that you got a chance with Randy Gregory getting back on the field as well. Now, the only thing we don't know for sure is if Randy Gregory has gotten his paperwork in. He was supposed to get it in weeks before the training camp started because they were hoping to get him in training camp. But then we heard that there was a delay, that he hadn't put it in. He was still working on some things to get that together. So I'm hoping that if he hasn't gotten it in, that he's sitting at the commissioner's door on Monday morning with the paperwork in hand saying, "Please, sir, can I play some football? Please, can we get this thing done?" So here we sit about 12 hours and 20 minutes from our game. Oh, God. Whew. I might need a nap before then. Tonight, I'll be cooking some Jobu wings as always and things. I'm not sure if E2 Blue's going to come over because it's such a late game or not. But, you know, if I say I got chicken wings, I bet E2 will be here. He'll just be here late, but he'll be here. We'll be live streaming during the game, a reaction show. We will not show the game. I'm sorry, we cannot do that. You can see it on NFL Network, and you can also get Game Pass. You can get a 7-day trial for free as long as you cancel before the 7-day trial. So those are two ways that you can watch it. So with Tyron Smith injured, the question is how much do you play our quarterback, Dak Prescott? We do not want to lose our quarterback. But I think the NFL has gotten too gun shy. That they're beginning to look at guys saying, "You're a starter, so we can't use you in preseason. We can't, risk you getting hurt." And I understand that. But if you end up getting 53 guys that are healthy, that can't bust a grape, what good is it for you? In the end, you've got to have some live fire action. And I'm not saying go out there and run Dak Prescott, around the edge, 20 times and risk him. But you need to get some game feel, because if you don't, and one of the things, if you look at our season last year, we got people healthy. We had Zeke, we had Dak, and they were healthy to start against Carolina. But the first 3-4 games was like preseason. The offense couldn't get out of its way. With all of these new wide receivers, with a new left guard, new guard and Connor Williams, you had all these new pieces that never worked with each other, that it takes time to get together. That first month is basically preseason. And you want to hit the ground running, and it's really, really important for our team to hit the ground running this year, because the easier part of our schedule is early. We got the Giants, and Lord knows there's a quarterback controversy there right now. Up first, those cockroaches are coming out the walls right now. They swear that they're headed to the Super Bowl. But then they always play well in preseason. You got the Giants, you got the Redskins, you got the Dolphins, and then you got the Saints. You need to hit the ground running on those first 3 games and be ready for hell the 4th one, if you want to get to where you want to be, because we have that first place schedule that we need to go ahead and do well and take care of business. I don't want to, if we make the playoffs, have to go to Los Angeles to play the Rams. I want to be home. I want us as fans to take it on our backs to support the team, to be that 12th man, to help out in any which way and every which way we can to make this season special. So if you are not there being part of the problem, part of the solution for the Dallas Cowboys, you're part of the problem. We need to get behind our team. We need to support them. Whether you like a certain player or not, it's all about the star. It's all about the Dallas Cowboys. Let's get out here. Let's support the team. If the team fails, we'll deal with it in the offseason. Jason Garrett is our head coach. Let's hope that he doesn't. Killing him right now doesn't do us any good. He's all we got. Okay? Dak Prescott, he's our quarterback. He's all we got. And I don't want to hear more about Cooper Rush and, look, Dak is all we got. He's our quarterback. The time to go ahead and say he's garbage, that time's over with. Deal with that in the offseason. Zeke Elliott, hopefully he's all we got. Well, we got Tony Pollard too, but I'm not ready to anoint Tony Pollard as the next Alvin Kamara just yet. Let's get behind the team. Let's put our differences aside. Let's hope for the best. Let's root for the team. And let's stop all of the negativity. You know, in order for something to happen, you must first believe that it's going to happen. Because if you don't believe it's going to happen, you certainly are not going to make it come true. So let's believe in the team. Let's get it together. Let's see this team tonight get in some work and get out healthy and on to the next one. With that being said, well, they tell me don't quit your day job. And, well, my day job seems to be 7 days a week. So I got to get ready to hit the road. I'll be seeing E2 Blue taking care of his blues. And I'll be back here later on getting set up for our live stream. Hope I see you guys tonight. Have a great Dallas Cowboy day.